Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Football Overseas YouTube channel, and welcome to the English Championship predictions and preview and everything for game week 45 as we go into the final week of the season almost. So we have to start. Pride and Place has to go to Coventry City. Congratulations to them. Comfortably winners of the Championship title and comfortably gaining promotion to the Premier League. They've been absolutely fantastic, almost from whistle one. A couple of little glitches along the way, but you're always going to get that in any 46 game season. They're 10 points clear of the second place side, and that just goes to show in this difficult league, challenging league, how well they have played. Free scoring, a goal difference of plus 46, all the numbers say best team, and that's exactly what they have been. So congratulations to them. They clinched the title with a thumping 5-1 win over Portsmouth, which turned out to be a double celebration night because Portsmouth also stayed up on the same night, or guaranteed staying up on the same night, although they got well beaten. Other results went their way. So there was an air of total celebration at Coventry on Tuesday evening. So, who is going up with them now? That is much more difficult to predict. Ipswich have the gold cards at the moment, if you like. They have a game in hand, which incredibly is on Tuesday night away at Southampton, who are probably one of their main rivals, actually, because they're playing each other. It's probably the game that's going to decide which team stays in the hunt, maybe. So they have a game in hand, Ipswich, and which is the Tuesday game, and also they have a fabulous goal difference of plus 30, which is 6 better than any of the others, and the 6 better than Southampton is the team. So, as sort of, you never know, do you? Southampton could win 3-0. It's a big ask against it, but a quality side like Ipswich. But if they did, they would wipe out the goal difference. So there's a lot of little twists and turns yet to who goes up with Coventry. But Ipswich, as I say, looking good, game in hand, goal difference better. They've got it's all theirs to throw away, really. However, other teams that will be wanting to have a say are Millwall, who are still there on merit. Brilliant season they've had, outstanding. So they have still a chance. Their goal difference is costing them a point effectively in the table because they won't make up 17, which is what they are behind Ipswich. But they're still in there and still have a fighting chance, as do Middlesbrough, but they're on 76 points. So again, they're behind Southampton on goal difference as well. So plenty to play for. 4 teams still in with a decent-ish chance of claiming second spot, but as I say, Ipswich is to lose. The playoff place to me now is a straight race between Wrexham and Hull. Wrexham hold it at the moment, but their goal difference is between the two teams is just plus 2, in as much that Wrexham is plus 6 and Hull is plus 4. So nothing there to worry either side. It's down to really who can get the points, I think. Hull are on a little bit of a poor run at the moment. No win in 5, which has just come at the wrong time. And Wrexham have just pulled up a little bit, haven't they? Picked up a little bit. A couple of wins. So they're both landing on 70 at the moment. Down at the bottom, it's strangely all over near enough. Charlton need one more point, and they were so close to grabbing that on midweek. I think it was Tuesday. They ended up losing 2-1 to Ipswich late on as well. So they're almost there. Oxford were almost down, but Oxford have got a lifeline. But it is a very thin one, I think. 6 points behind there. 4. The only equation for Oxford is Oxford to win 2, Charlton to lose 2. I think that's a tall order. So it looks like Oxford, unfortunately, will join Leicester, who had their relegation confirmed. I know they lost the 6 points. And that certainly had a major impact on their season, obviously. But just think, 10 years ago, they were parading the Premier League trophy around the city centre, open-top buses, all of that, and now they're sliding quietly into League One. Incredible what football can do in a relatively short space of time. Okay, so that's set the scene. Let's get stuck into the fixtures. There is a Friday night game, and it is the said Leicester. They are home to Millwall. So while Leicester are probably thinking, well, let's just get this over with and out the way, Millwall will be absolutely wanting to pounce on that fragility, possibly get the 3 points, get an early marker down, and sit back and watch the all fallout on Saturday. So I'm going to take Millwall to go up to Leicester and take the points. Leicester City 1, Millwall 2. Then we have 3 Saturday lunchtime games involving 3 teams in the playoff and promotion picture. So we start, and indeed the relegation picture. Charlton against Hull is the first one up. And there, as I say, Charlton needed 1 more point to seal Oxford's fate. Hull are needing desperately 3 points to get their win clock ticking again. And to put the pressure on Wrexham, who don't play until the 3 o'clock games. So, I think, though, Charlton will get this much sought after point. I'm going to go Charlton 1, Hull City 1. The next lunchtime fixture listed is Middlesbrough against Watford. So, as I say, Middlesbrough needing to make their mark as well early on in the weekend. I think they will. They're playing mid-table Watford, who are again running down the clock on the season, especially when you're away from home. These are the fixtures, by the way. The home teams are signing off for the season. So it's Middlesbrough against Watford. I think Middlesbrough, though they've had a few woes lately, especially at home, I'm going to take them to get 3 more points. They've got 3 against Sheffield Wednesday midweek to stop the rot, as it were, and I think they'll pick up again. Middlesbrough 2, Watford 0. The other Saturday lunchtime, the third one, is West Bromwich Albion against Ipswich. So West Brom 9 unbeaten. What a fabulous run they've had. Since Eric Ramsey left them. They're currently easily safe now, 52 points, 8 clear of the drop zone, so can't be caught. Ipswich, of course, as I say, got that massive game against Southampton on following Tuesday. I think they will not struggle here, but they'll find it a tough one. This West Brom will be wanting to keep that momentum going, signing off in front of their fans. I'm going to go West Brom 1, Ipswich 1. So back to the 3 o'clocks then, and the first of those is a real deck chair match, as I call them. Birmingham City against Bristol City. Bristol City, of course, did sort of make their mark midweek by preventing Southampton's win machine from carrying on. So they dropped 2 vital points, really. So Bristol City were ahead twice as well. So they really did put on a bit of an effort there on Tuesday with Roy Hodgson still in charge. I think this will be another entertaining match for 2 teams who've got nothing to worry about, and I think it'll be Birmingham City 2, Bristol City 2. Then we go to Coventry, their final home match, signing off and showing off their silverware, etc. Wrexham will be wanting to try and spoil the party atmosphere a little bit. They've got real business to do, as I say, in a straight fight. They'll have known what Hull will have done by the time they play, as the quirk of the fixtures this weekend. So that will determine perhaps how they approach the match. Who knows? They'll probably approach it to win, as they always do, but I think it'll be an entertaining one. I'm going to go Coventry City 2, Wrexham 2 to grab an possibly unlikely point. Now to Norwich City against Swansea. Norwich are just wallowing in the easy life after such a traumatic start to the season. Philippe Clement has pulled them way clear of any danger. 9th place, very handsome finish. I mean, if they've got no chance in the playoffs, but they've given it a run. So I'm going to take them to sign off in style against Swansea, who always give a good account of themselves. I'm going to go Norwich City 3, Swansea City 1. Now, Oxford have a quirky situation, don't they? They could well be relegated before they kick another ball, because Charlton Athletic's game is on the lunchtime fixture list. But I think if they do get a chance, if Charlton go under, against Hull, then Oxford will see this as a real chance to put the pressure on and give us a dramatic final week down at the bottom after all. I think I think Oxford will win the game against Sheffield Wednesday. They'll do their bit. It may be a bit deflated if they are already relegated, but I'm going to take it that they'll take the match. Oxford United 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Queen's Park Rangers against Derby. Queen's Park Rangers have enjoyed a decent season, mid-table. Derby County, as I say, mathematically yes for the playoffs, but realistically no, I think is probably the way to put that. So I think they'll go to Queen's Park Rangers, feeling a bit deflated maybe because it's all done almost for them. And I think that might be reflected in the score. Queen's Park Rangers 2, Derby 1. Sheffield United even, the sign-off at Bramall Lane against Preston North End. Sheffield United had a home game in the week as well, were 3-0 down to Blackburn. Chris Wilder pulls off 4 at the end of that first half, so that would have been an interesting to be in the dressing room at half-time to hear that talk, or whatever it turned out to be. Anyway, they're back at home again this weekend. I think it'll be a pretty dour game against Preston. Nothing much to play for either side. Fun in the sun maybe. Sheffield United 1, Preston North End 1. And one game to go, and it's Stoke City against Portsmouth. Both teams in playing Championship. This will be a fixture again next season. Portsmouth will have the hordes of fans going up by various means of transport, as they do their final away trip of the season. They travel in huge numbers, come midweek, come Saturday, it doesn't matter when. And Stoke City started off well, didn't they? Started off quite well. Were flirting at the top of the table for a while, but sort of slipped away quietly and have ended up in 17th at the moment. So we shall see if they can improve on that. I think this will be another one of those entertaining end of season, not much to do games. I'm going to go Stoke City 2, Portsmouth 2. So there we are, game week 45. Some cracking matches there to keep an eye on, of course, and don't forget, because I won't be doing another preview until after the Southampton Ipswich match on Tuesday night. That's the big game next midweek. So we shall see. I'll be back after that to see where we go and what still needs to be decided in the 25-26 championship season. Please take care, stay healthy, and if you please also just click on the old subscribe button for us. We're getting close to 1,000, as I keep saying, but it'd be lovely to get there somewhere closer to before the end of the season. And I will see you again for the final hurrah this season in the Championship sometime next week, ahead of the final weekend of the season, when all games kick off at 12:30, I believe. Yes, they do, on the Saturday. So I'll be back to talk about all that. Have fun in the sun if you're in the UK. It's a lovely few days ahead, so we're told. And I'll see you again very soon. Thank you.